I'm at the other Bigfoot location.
Birds, except it's, oh my God.
All right, hopefully you can see me.
Some people go into the forest for peace. Others come back with stories they can't explain. These 6 real camping encounters are disturbing, raw, and captured on film. Let's get into the first one. And be warned, it only gets more unsettling from here. The first video tonight comes from Kenny of All Trades, a YouTube channel run by Kenny, an outdoors enthusiast from Minnesota. His videos focus on truck camping, remote boondocking, and exploring hidden spots in state forests and around lakes. He often brings along his dog Toby, who features in many of his adventures. It is March 5th, 2024, in Paul Bunyan State Forest, United States.
So all the grease would drip off there. And then what I'm gonna do is soak it up with paper towels. This is so much easier than using a spoon to spoon it out. Yes, it does get a little hot on the fingers. Perfect. Now we can bring this back inside. Step 1 complete. Toby, this is gonna cool down. I'll show you what we do next. We gotta grab the mayo and mustard. We're gonna add this right into the hamburger. That's looking good. So we're gonna add in half a cup of mayo. We'll mix that up. And then a couple of squirts of mustard. Then mix it up. I know the recipe sounds weird, but just stick with me. Once that's done, we're gonna take 12-pack of wine rolls, cut them in half. Just like that. And then I'm gonna take this baking pan, melt a little bit of butter in there, because the buns are gonna be going in the bottom of that. Once that's done, we're gonna start building the sliders. First up, this guy right here. And then we're gonna line the bread with cheese, put our filling right on top of that. With our filling all spread out, we're gonna add more cheese to the top. And then we're gonna cap it all off. And I got a little bit of this butter. I'm gonna put it right on top of the buns. Those are looking great. Let's get this oven preheated, 350 degrees. This is gonna take about 15 minutes. These are smelling delicious. I think it's time to come out. All right, taste test time. Look at that. Believe me, that's gonna be good. The trick with these is the layer of cheese on the bottom keeps the buns from getting soggy. The mayo really helps the meat stay moist, so tomorrow when I microwave these things, they're still gonna be really, really good. I got the generator going for a little while, try and charge up the house batteries. The furnace has been running non-stop today. A lot of times I just leave the door wide open. That way, especially at night, Toby can come and go as he pleases. He's scared of the dark. I'm trying to break him of that, but I want him to do it on his own. I don't want to push him out there. I'm hoping that if he sees me sitting by the fire, he'll come out too. Just about done. Toby's gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go for a walk outside, and then it's gonna be bedtime. Gonna get the generator shut off and call it a night. That strap was blowing in the wind. I saw it move. I'm like, what is that?
As night settled across the frozen lake, Kenny wrapped up a quiet evening at camp. The fire had burned low, the cold set deeper, and Toby lay beside him in calm silence. The forest was completely still. Only the wind and the distant creak of trees broke the quiet.
This is strange. I came outside. Holy. It's like 11:30 at night. Someone completely unloaded a magazine out here. At first I thought it was the lake, but no, not after that. What the heck? It's a ways away. It's all the way across the lake. These are just some of the things that happen when you're out on state forest lands. Yeah, it's nothing to worry about. We should probably get back up to the camper. Thought I was falling through for a second. And we made her back, safe and sound. It's like 35 degrees out here. It's not too bad. Tomorrow they're talking mid-40s again. It's awesome. It is.
Then, the silence was shattered by a rapid burst of gunfire echoing across the lake. The sharp cracks rang out in quick succession, startling both Kenny and Toby. In such an isolated area, the sound felt unnervingly close. Unsure whether it came from hunters or others nearby, Kenny decided not to take chances. He quickly retreated into the safety of his truck camper, keeping Toby close as the echoes faded back into the night. The forest eventually returned to calm, but the unease lingered. Out here, isolation magnifies everything. And when that quiet is broken by gunfire, it becomes a stark reminder of how unpredictable the wilderness can be. Be honest. Could you spend a night out there, alone in the dark, not knowing what's lurking just beyond the trees? Or are you content watching from your blanket-wrapped safety zone? The next horrifying video comes from Wild Woman Bushcraft, a YouTube channel run by Vanessa Blank, a German outdoorswoman who focuses on bushcraft, survival skills, and solo camping. Her videos often show her building shelters, cooking in the wild, and living close to nature. The channel highlights self-reliance, outdoor projects, and wilderness living, with Vanessa usually filming alone in forests or remote areas. It is November 13th, 2023, when Vanessa traveled to her private forest camp in Germany to continue building a wood-drying rack, table, and cooking area. What was meant to be a calm day in the woods instead became one of her most unsettling experiences.
Hello and welcome back. My name is Vanessa Blank from Wild Woman Bushcraft, and my plan was today to bring you with me in the forest to my forest camp because I had some projects planned that I want to finish today, and you would be able to accompany me. So I switch now to the start of the video because my camp was completely destroyed from someone, and the video is now completely different as I like to create it and as I planned it. So we switch now to the beginning, how the video should normally start, and then what I found here. Let's go. ist nicht dein Ernst.
Vanessa greets viewers and explains her plans for the day, to finish her camp improvements and share the process on camera. Everything seems peaceful as she heads deeper into the forest.
Komm her, Eika. Hey. Das kann doch jetzt gar nicht dein Ernst sein. Du Arschloch, du verdammtes. Bleib hier. Komm. Komm, Eika. Ich weiß echt nicht, was ich sagen soll. Ich kann nicht was sein. Hörst du, das ist die Vanessa. Na, deswegen nicht. Ich bin gerade an meinem... Nein, das ist pfui.
When she arrives, Vanessa is stunned to find her camp in disarray. Several of the structures she had built are damaged, with parts of the walls and furniture scattered across the site. The scene feels wrong, as if someone had been there since her last visit.
So there is a notification with my name on it. Mrs. Blank, learned nothing, short trousers, and then something I can't read. I'm not sure what's really stand there. I wanna piss at you or I wanna visit you. It's such a ugly writing, I'm not sure if I read everything. So you was not there, what a pity. Your camp is not damaged and it's your fault, we see us. So it was...
Among the debris, Vanessa finds a handwritten note left behind. The message feels unsettling, suggesting someone has been to the site intentionally.
There is a photo from me. It's the same backpack that I carry today, and it's very damaged. So I'm not sure if it's a wildlife track photo or not, because there is the date on it. But when it's not a wildlife camera photo, that means that this person was in my closer area and take a photo from me, walked behind me, wants to check where I am.
Later, she comes across a photograph that appears to have been taken near the camp. The discovery leaves her uneasy, realizing that whoever left it may have been nearby more recently than she thought.
And with the photo, it was not after I was there, it was during. And they tried to find out and step into my privacy when I was outside, not later. And this is a step more in the bad direction, because they try to, I don't know how to say it. So I have to go. I have to leave now and speak.
Her dog grows alert, staring into the trees as the forest falls silent. Vanessa decides to gather her belongings and leave, bringing the note and photograph with her. Before ending the video, she reassures viewers that while the experience was disturbing, it will not stop her from spending time in nature. She promises to take extra precautions for safety in future trips, ending the video on a message of strength and resilience. Sorry to interrupt the video, but if you're enjoying it, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The next chilling video comes from Iki Acres, a US-based YouTube channel centered on outdoor living, camping, hiking, and survival. The creator blends rural life and homesteading with personal storytelling, reflections on health and mindset, and at times, eerie or spiritual experiences. It is August 16th, 2021, when the creator parked his van at Pineapple Junction campsite in New York State, before later moving on to South Valley State Forest, an area long associated with Bigfoot sightings. What began as another quiet solo van life night soon turned into one of his most unsettling experiences.
Hey, you guys. I'm looking out the window again, and I got the panel out, and I am not kidding you guys. There are some weird lights going through the woods. They're orange and yellow. And those people left. They left. And these lights are freaking weird, you guys. Very weird. I'm aiming my freaking camera right at them, and I do not know if this is picking it up because I've got my sock over the screen because I don't want whatever these lights are to frickin' see my face being illuminated by the back of my camera. But these lights are dancing all over the place. They're going up high, down low. They're shooting through the woods, and then they're turning around and coming back. What in the hell? There's a really big moon coming up over the mountain. Now the lights just went out. They just went out. It's not my eyesight playing games on me, you guys. I'm hoping to God the camera is picking this up, but I doubt it because it's several campsites away. It's that campsite, that same campsite where those people took off in the middle of the night. I don't know if you guys probably can't even see this because I would have to have like an infrared camera to see in the dark. If these lights come over here, I'm getting the hell out of here. There it goes. It's going up through the trees and around, and it circles around and then comes back down, and then it floats, and then it goes like a heartbeat. you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's dancing all through the woods, and now it's going up really high. Now it just turned blue.
While camped at Pineapple Junction, he notices neighboring campers scanning the tree line with powerful flashlights, as if reacting to movement in the woods. Moments later, they leave abruptly, even abandoning some of their belongings. Disturbed, he decides to relocate to South Valley State Forest, hoping for a calmer night.
Windows got limo tint on them. Uh-oh. Holy fuck, you guys. I think something just walked past my van. I just saw something walk past my van. I don't know, you guys. I think I might be getting the hell out of here. I think I'm getting out of here, you guys.
At the new campsite, the mood shifts again. Footsteps seem to circle his van, slow and deliberate, as if something unseen is moving through the darkness.
I'm not joking. I don't even have my freaking shoes on. I'm driving in my socks. The van was attacked. I thought I was dreaming. I fell asleep. I was sound asleep, and then something woke me up. It was loud as hell. And then I was laying there a second. I'm like, what the hell just happened? And then it happened again. I swear on my life, this is not a joke. Oh my God, you guys, I am shaking like you would not believe. It is 12:15 a.m. So I fell asleep for about an hour and the van was attacked. I can't even believe what happened. I can't believe what just...
Around midnight, a sudden series of heavy knocks strike the back of the van. The sound is loud and forceful, jolting him awake. For a tense moment, he sits frozen, listening as the forest falls silent again.
Joking, I'm not trying to be funny. I was sound asleep. It scared the shit out of me. It was so freaking loud. It sounded like they were trying to get in the van. It sounded just like they were trying. You guys, they were right at the back of the van. Right at the back. I am not kidding you. I am dead serious. I swear to God. I'm dead serious. They were right at the back of the van trying to get in. I had never been startled awake so fast in all my life. That scared the hell out of me. My heart is just pounding. Anyway, you guys, I need to calm down. I need to get home. I need to get home. That's it. I'm going home. I'm not staying anywhere else. They were literally at my van. You guys, it was Bigfoot. I'm not you. It was, I don't even believe in a Bigfoot, you guys, but it happened. It happened. I believe in him now. I definitely believe in him.
Overcome with fear, he climbs into the driver's seat and starts the engine, speeding away from the site in the dark. As he drives, the unease only grows. He can't shake the feeling that something might still be nearby, or even on the roof of the van. Shaken and out of breath, the creator later describes it as the most frightening outdoor experience of his life. He admits he fled in panic, leaving some of his belongings behind, and vows never to return to the area again, not even in daylight. What started as a peaceful van life evening turned into a night of fear and mystery in one of New York's most remote forests. The woods are full of sounds, but it's footsteps that don't belong that truly rattle us. It's not creatures we fear most. It's the sudden, silent presence of another person, just watching. The next shocking video of the night comes from Beth's Midlife Adventure, a solo van life and adventure channel run by Beth Atencio. She travels across the United States full-time in her van, often with her cat, exploring nature, hiking trails, and remote wilderness spots. It is March 13th, 2025, in the Blood Mountain Wilderness, Georgia, United States.
I've been down in the south, down in Louisiana for too long. These Appalachian Mountains are getting me out of breath here. The elevation. I'm used to the Sierra Nevadas on the West Coast, so this is nothing, but it feels like a lot right now. So sad. Do you ever hold your breath on the trail when you pass by people so they don't hear how loud, not a breath you are? I do that. I hold my breath and pretend I'm not dying.
For several days, Beth had been camped deep in the Georgia woods, parked beside a quiet creek surrounded by trees. The setting felt peaceful and safe, just her cat, and the stillness of nature. But that calm didn't last.
So something crazy kind of happened today. I was actually sitting in my van. I am pretty deep in the Georgia woods. I'm doing something called dispersed camping out in a wildlife management area where you're allowed to park, like it's public land, certain spots in the woods, and you can find one that's open and camp there legally. So I've been out here for a couple days. I've just been all by myself out here. I'm in this area called Blood Mountain. This car parks behind me and a guy gets out. He literally walks into my campsite, like goes straight up to the creek. And I notice he has a tripod and a camera. I'm like, why is he taking photos right in my campsite?
Without warning, a vehicle pulled in behind her van. Two men got out and walked straight into her campsite without asking. One began setting up a tripod by the creek, acting as though the space was theirs to use.
And I see him walk up to my front window where Apollo is sitting in the front seat. And he is looking in the window, waving at Apollo, talking to him. And I'm like, I am right here. I'm right here working. He's right there in my window. It was so uncomfortable. I'm like, okay, he just saw the cat. He's going to move on. But no. Then he starts looking into my side window right here, my sliding door window. There's all this wide open space. Like, were they trying to intimidate me? Because if that's the case, it was working. He comes up to the foot of my bed where my window is by my feet and is looking into the window into my van. I went into fight or flight mode. And guys, I chose fight. Why did I choose fight? And I did something I should not have done. I opened my door. Hindsight, stupidest thing ever. But I went in there like, excuse me, can I help you? No, I cannot help them. No, why did I open my door? I am not going to take on two grown men by myself. That's just not going to happen. But that was my instinct. I'm disappointed in myself.
The other man approached her van directly. He waved at her cat through the windshield, then leaned close to the side window, only a few feet from where Beth sat inside. The intrusion was unnerving. Her quiet space no longer felt private. Feeling cornered, Beth opened the door to ask what they were doing. The men brushed it off, saying they were just curious about van conversions. Their presence, however, was unsettling, and Beth quickly closed and locked the door.
They know I'm by myself. They know nobody else is around. It's not even privacy. It's just respect that maybe you would be making somebody else uncomfortable. And like you should announce yourself and like talk to them, not just look in someone's windows. Now, if I was sitting out in my campground and they were coming by and they're like, hey, is that a van conversion? And I was like, yeah, you know, would you like to take a look? And I invited you into my area. That's totally different. I don't know if that's just different down here or if that's, you know, maybe from where I'm from, that's not okay. I made sure my bear spray is like right here where I keep it at my bed. I did learn you're actually not allowed to spray things like wasp spray in certain states. You can actually get in trouble for that with something called like chemical assault. And bear spray, you have to know what the rules are in the state that you're traveling in. But I do have mace and pepper spray, and those you can legally use if needed. That was the first time in 3 years that I've had somebody actually make me feel that uncomfortable where they've like been looked.
Later that night, the unease lingered. Though the men eventually left, they now knew she was alone in the woods. Reflecting on it afterwards, Beth admitted the moment served as a wake-up call, a reminder to always stay cautious when camping solo. For travelers like Beth, it isn't always the wilderness that feels threatening. Sometimes the real fear comes from unexpected visitors, and how quickly solitude can turn from peaceful to uneasy. Some threats are obvious. Others drift silently through the dark, unnoticed until it's far too late. It's those shadowy, unseen forces that haunt us long after the sun comes up. The next video comes from Dano Outdoors, a Canadian YouTube channel focused on stealth camping, bushcraft, and minimalist outdoor adventures. Dano often sets up hidden camps in unusual or semi-public places, such as beaches, parks, and forests, sharing lightweight setups, outdoor cooking, and time-lapse footage of storms and sunsets. It is September 24th, 2025, at a public beach in Canada.
We're in there looking saucy. Just got to set up the tent and everything. Like I haven't actually set. I got to blow up my air mattress and everything, but tucked everything away. I don't think it's gonna rain. Hopefully, maybe it will tonight. That'd be nice. I mean, again, we got clouds. I'm sure you saw clouds moving by. Not a whole lot going on as far as rain. But I mean, as far as camping, it's been pretty quiet. Not gonna lie, I got my camp shoes on. Feels amazing. And yeah, a beautiful beach, eh? Just saying. Oh, that's what I was gonna say actually before I forget. What's gonna be really cool is we're gonna see all the lights of the cities along the lake there. And the reason why I think that's really cool is because it's all over there. It's all that way. Anyways. Yep. Alright. Well, we got a pretty dark cloud coming in. I'm not sure if that'll rain though. I guess we'll see. We might get a drizzle. Be careful, there's people over there. I was gonna say I had to get away from the camp because the gnats are getting like crazy. They're almost like fruit flies. Oh, yeah, there's one right here. They're almost like fruit flies. They're getting intense, but they're no different out here. I guess it's just a beach gnat fruit fly. Anyways, I'm gonna duck back in because there's people over here walking down the beach down yonder. Luckily we're covered by that tree though, and we're gone. Oh. Okay.
Dano tucked himself into the brush along the shoreline, setting up a low tarp shelter and filming storm clouds forming over the lake. For hours, the area felt peaceful, just the sound of waves and the occasional person walking the trail. He cooked curry rice and settled in, confident that his camp was well hidden from view.
Can you see me? And hear me? As you can tell, it is dark. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I got busted. 100% busted. That's not even really the kind of funny thing, or I guess frustrating thing. It's that like it's late right now, and it happened like the sun was up. So a couple walked down to the rocks and sat there for a while. Let's put it that way, a while. I kind of just went into time-lapse mode. Luckily, I was able to see this giant cloud that was coming in, and so I decided to time-lapse, get a time-lapse of that cloud. And then the weather changed drastically, and there was lightning, and it was beautiful, to be honest, because it was all on the other side of the lake. Not a single raindrop here, but there was a lot of sitting around. There was a lot of wind.
While recording a time lapse, a couple wandered down onto the rocks right beside his setup. Dano froze, staying completely still as they lingered nearby. Eventually, they noticed him. In his words, he was completely busted. The stealth of the camp was over.
Set up just in the nick of time. Breeze just picked way. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, we might pick up the tarp. Oh, jeez. I'm telling you, we're putting twine to the test tonight, boyo. Wind just picked up big time. So we might still have weather coming yet. But I am sitting in my setup because I got a feeling it's going to start raining. We should be all right. We'll see, I guess. I got my sleep setup done right in time. Wow. It's, well, you see, yeah, I gotta hold the tarp so it doesn't, wow. Well, let's see what happens. Wow. It really picked up. The water picked up. The sky is looking just wild. Hopefully that comes out. Wow, nice.
That night, the weather shifted dramatically. Wind whipped across the open beach, forcing Dano to hold the tarp down as lightning flickered over the water. The once quiet camp turned into a test of patience and endurance.
We are, as I guess Steve would say, hunkered down. Shout out Steve, the godfather of stealth camping. Anyways, weather's looking pretty iffy, but we got a nice view. I'm just hoping this tarp doesn't give.
Heavy rain followed, pounding against the thin shelter as he lay inside, listening to every gust and wave crash outside. Though his cover was blown, Dano wasn't forced to move. By morning, the storm had passed, leaving calm skies behind. He later described it as one of the best sleeps he'd ever had outdoors. Packing up quietly and leaving no trace, Dano showed that stealth camping isn't always about remaining unseen. Sometimes, it's about adapting to the unexpected and making it through the night. Before the next clip, if you're enjoying the video, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. We're trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and right now, 80% of viewers aren't subscribed. So if you're one of them, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really means a lot. Your support helps us continue creating awesome, creepy videos. Now, let's get back to the video. The last video of the night comes from Endless RVing, a US-based YouTube channel run by Jason and MJ, who travel the country in their motorhome with their 2 dogs, Bowser and Sierra. Their content blends RV travel, campground reviews, maintenance tips, and the occasional unexpected mishap while on the road. It is May 7th, 2022, when Jason and MJ set out on their first shakedown trip of the year at Mullen Dickerson Reservation in Morris County, New Jersey, United States. The plan was simple: stay close to home, test their RV's systems, and enjoy a quiet start to the travel season. But what began as a routine outing soon took an unsettling turn.
These are awesome.
So comfortable.
I don't want to get up. I like the fact that they do recline. It kind of just allows a nice kickback.
And we are super happy to have the official sponsor of this video back on board, Liquid Spring. Liquid Spring is the best suspension upgrade you can get for a motorhome. We have the 4-corner system on Nelly. If you don't know what Liquid Spring is, it is a smart suspension system that is constantly adjusting on the fly to give you the best ride possible. It is now offered through manufacturers on the gas models at Tiffin Open Road, Rev Group, Holiday Rambo, Fleetwood, and also on the Bounder, Southwind, Invicta, and Admiral. On the Nexus is offered on the Triumph, Rebel, Wraith, Phoenix Cruiser, which we've done videos on. They offer Liquid Spring, and something more exciting in the next couple of months, a new manufacturer is going to be coming on board. So if you have questions about Liquid Spring, you can watch one of our videos. We'll link it above. Also, you can contact Wayne Wells from Liquid Spring. His information will be below. If you're looking for the very best suspension upgrade for your motorhome, look no further than Liquid Spring.
We're filming, so this is what we're doing. He's on the computer, and we're trying to come up with a title for our video that we're actually about to film. We are looking forward to enjoying this sun and warmth.
The couple enjoyed the warm weather, took their dogs for walks, and settled into camp. Everything seemed perfect until a strange disturbance began around their RV.
I almost feel like the movie The Birds, except it's, oh my God, what the heck?
Yeah, this thing is
There's definitely something off with something wrong. And this is like a continuous pattern. You just keep doing this. Endless RVing versus bird. Now, I'm a huge animal lover, but this bird has just waged war on Nelly.
Yeah, I don't know why it keeps banging into our RV, and then I go outside and it runs away and it looks at me.
It gives you the finger, basically.
Basically, it's got probably 500 acres to fly around, but it's choosing our RV for some reason.
Maybe we should let
I don't know why.
Sierra and Bowser out too.
What do we do about this, guys?
So, I'm looking on Google, and I put, why do birds fly into windows?
Look, it's back. Like he knows.
Why? Well, this is what, yeah, I know, he's like circling us. He's like stalking us.
A lone bird appeared and began circling their motorhome, repeatedly striking the windows. At first, Jason and MJ laughed it off, but as the pattern continued, the sound of wings and thuds against the glass, the moment grew uneasy.
Chasing this bird, and it's just flying in a circle. So I gotta
Taunting you.
I gotta flush it out of the area. Look, it's back. It's like a glutton for punishment. Well, it makes sense. Our windows are tinted and they're reflective.
Yeah.
Like, duh.
Could be it, but I don't know why I don't know. Maybe he thinks his attacker is over there, and now he's got a
I'm gonna chase this thing out.
Jason stepped outside, waving his arms to scare it away. The bird retreated briefly, only to return moments later, diving back toward the windows as if drawn to them.
No, he's there.
No, he's dead.
He's still doing it.
See, it's always important to have tools. You never know for what.
It's not going to reach down. Oh, that might.
Yeah, but I have nowhere to hook this. What a dilemma. I mean, I could put this here.
Well, put it there because he seems to be going in this area over here.
After researching online, they discovered the bird was likely reacting to its reflection. Hoping to stop the behavior, they hung a towel over the driver's side window to block the glare. The solution worked for a while. By the end of the trip, the bird returned one last time, striking the RV before disappearing into the trees. Jason and MJ packed up feeling unsettled, wondering whether it was the same bird or another drawn to the reflection. What began as a simple test run had turned into a bizarre and unnerving encounter, a reminder that even in the calm of a campground, nature can behave in unexpected ways. Thanks for watching. If those 6 encounters rattled you, be sure to give the video a like and subscribe for more creepy content every week. The next mystery might be even darker than this one.